Hey guys, this is Jermaine Morgan, personal trainer, bodybuilder, um, giving you guys some updating shoulder surgery update. So I went in last week, Wednesday, November 1st, Yale, New Haven. I had to get my shoulder scoped and I had to get reattachment of the labrum. They had to go in and burst the cyst, and what else? Yeah. Also, too, my doctor thought that it would have been really bad, but he thought that I might have to reattach or relocate a bicep tendon, but fortunately it wasn't that bad. So thank God he didn't have to do that. But overall, yeah, reattaching the labrum, scoping the shoulder, and bursting the cyst, as well as getting the shoulder scoped. Procedure took about like hour and a half. They had me all doped up with anesthesia and painkillers, and it was very, I guess, enlightening in some ways. But overall, the pain itself that day, they had to give me actually a kind of like a numb like symptom where they had to inject it through my neck and actually numb my whole arm, and it actually made my arm feel paralyzed, and it was very freaky, especially with the anesthesia and a whole bunch of more of the painkillers. At the end of the procedure, I couldn't even honestly put my arm over my head. I thought that with the anesthesia, I thought that fortunately I wouldn't be capable of moving my arm, but it was fine. By the end of the day, I started getting back feeling and numbness and movement in my finger and my left arm. So, it wasn't as bad as they said it would be. And yeah, so my doctor said that I don't have much cartilage left in that shoulder. So it's basically a lot of bone on bone, a lot of bone on bone that's going to be happening in that shoulder, as well as I have a lot of arthritis in that shoulder. So, my limitations are going to be, well, my exercises are going to be very limited. So I'm going to see what I'm going to be capable of doing after a month or so, when involving treatment, showing you guys of PT exercises, stretching, mobility exercises, other treatment that you could use, such as like icing and massaging, and using the lacrosse ball and the foam roller, and tubing and everything like that, as well as obviously the PT exercises. We're doing internal, external rotations and stuff like that. So the day of the procedure, I think the days after, because the procedure was on a Wednesday, so Thursday and Friday was pretty tough with the pain. Um, it actually even hurt to walk. So, you know, so even walking back and forth to the bathroom was very tough, or even getting on the bed, and certain angles was definitely a killer. But after popping a couple of the, well, even popping a couple of the painkillers or the perks, it honestly went away, or decided to pass out or whatever. I only did like couple of 2 days. I only did like 2 days of the perks, because it just made me way too drowsy. It just felt like sleeping the whole time. It just, the side effects were just way too much. So I just decided to take Advil instead, and that actually works pretty fine. So how I got the injury, that happened about 2 years ago, and that was an off and on thing. I was trying to military press about like 300 pounds. I mean, I did it before, but this time I guess my body wasn't ready for it. And so I went up with the weight. I did about 2 or 3 reps, and then I went back down. As soon as I went back down, I felt like popping sensation on that left side. And I told my training partner to take the weight off of me. And I actually thought I tore my pec, actually. But when I went to the ground after throwing the weight off of me, I sat there for a minute, and then the pain wasn't as bad as I thought it would be, because I thought it was a tear, a pec tear. But after going to the ER, the doctor said I was fine, and then, overall I thought I strained my shoulder, and, throughout the years I did like massaging and icing and stretching and lacrosse ball and a whole bunch of stuff just to avoid surgery. So, you just obviously hear a lot of horror stories with surgery. So I was trying to overall avoid it. And at the time when I had the injury, I didn't have insurance. So I was pretty much assed out. So, whatever. You live, you learn, you get older. So, so I overall want you guys to stay tuned and giving you guys week-to-week updates and testimony of how the shoulder is doing. Right now, today, the pain is not too bad. I'm going to go to the gym later and just do cardio and do like a light foam roll and overhead extensions and see how well it is. But the mobility so far, today is Monday. Monday, November 6th, and that's about 5 days out from the surgery. The pain today is not so bad. My mobility overall, I could about lift the arm that high. My normal range of motion is obviously all the way up here, but this is the bad shoulder, or the operator's shoulder. It's as high as I could go, and then to the side, or frontwards, I should say. That's about it. So it's coming along week by week. So definitely tune in or stay up to date. If you guys have any questions, feel free to leave a comment below, and then I will keep you guys in tune. See you.